Let's be real, the golden age of flipping AirPods is over. What used to be the easiest way to get into reselling, a quick flip for fast profit, has turned into an absolute bloodbath. While talking saturated markets, razor-thin profits, and platforms that seem to have a personal vendetta against all of your listings. Go on any forum and you'll see people saying it. Flipping AirPods is officially dead. They're liquidating their stocks at a loss and they're ready to throw in the towel. But what if I told you this whole collapse is actually the best thing that could have happened for serious resellers? While everyone is hitting the panic button, a massive opportunity is opening up for those who are ready to go pro. The death of easy one-off flips is creating a new age era for anyone willing to adapt to a more professional bulk supply model. Today, I'm going to show you exactly why this oversaturation is a gift in disguise, and how you can stop fighting for scraps and start building a real scalable business. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. There's a big problem, and it actually starts at the top with Apple. See, Apple has put up a lineup of the AirPod 4s, 3s, Gen 2s, and of course, products that nobody buys. But let's talk about the 4s. The 4s, they are actually really good in the budget sense, right? They have also the Gen 3s, which work with people that want to buy on a lower scale. So let me ask you this quick question before we even hop into this video. Why would somebody want to go and risk buying a fake pair of pods on Facebook or even OfferUp when they can get it from a big box store off of a deal, or even in their regular phone stores where they can go ahead and finance these pods, right? This is the problem. People don't want to risk buying these fake pods. People do it on a consistent basis, acting as if it's Apple when they know in reality it's just a risk. Then the customer gets it in the mail and they're disappointed. And what do? They go into Apple trying to solve problems like the pods keep cutting off and I brought these from eBay, or they won't connect to my phone correctly and I brought these from eBay. When they walk into Apple, guess what Apple tells them? Ma'am, sir, these are not actually real. And then that is when the chargeback comes. Okay, I will be doing these type of giveaways on random videos throughout the week, and this happens to be one. I wanna get as many comments on this video as possible. If you leave a comment on this video, I will put you in a randomizer next Thursday on my live at 7 p.m. Mark it down. On this channel, Educated Hustler, 7 p.m. All you have to do, leave a comment. Whoever leaves a comment, I'm putting you in a randomizer online. We're gonna spin the wheel. The person that wins will get a free pair of active noise cancellation headphones, okay? This will be sent to you for you to be able to utilize, and they are working pods. This helps me get samples out to customers just like you. So make sure you guys comment on this video right now. And also you gotta be subscribed. If you're not subscribed, then you can't enter the giveaway. Let's get back into the video. We're not gonna talk about just chargebacks or just reps. We're gonna talk about how you can solve this problem. See, this month alone, I've made already over $2,000 selling pods. And right now I'm selling Gen 2 and Gen 4. And I'm not selling them too high or even too low because of course I'm making a profit. I'm selling them just right to the right customers and making sure that I'm getting positive feedback to keep my stores up and running. And the best part about this is I don't even mention Apple. I don't mention AirPods. I'm just being completely honest with customers. See, oversaturation can help flood the gates of people having the nasty taste in their mouths of people lying, and then you can look like the hero because you're giving not only a great product with quality, but you're creating an expectation customers actually want. See, there's early adapters, mid adapters, and late adapters. Early adapters are customers that want the product right away. They don't care if it has any flaws. They don't care if it just doesn't work. They want to try it out themselves. Middle adapters are going to be people that, I'll let people try it out. And then once they try it out and I see that my friend down the street has them, I'll go get them, right? I want to make sure they work. I actually care that they actually can perform what I want them to do. And the late adapters, they're the people that don't really need the product and they'll wait years and then they'll decide they want them. Now, what you want to do is you want to figure out what target market you need to tag or get to buy the product you're trying to sell. This is where people fail. If you are listing these pods as Apple AirPods Gen 4, Apple AirPods Gen 2, you are attracting customers that want Apple AirPods. We're not doing that because we understand that the target market matters, not just the product. Amateur flippers sell products, and I'm probably sure you've seen them listing some AirPods that look like these, and usually the ones that they have the Apple logos, right? And see, what I've learned is that the Apple logos are the problem. But let's rewind, and let's not get too ahead of ourselves. One thing amateur flippers do as well is they'll list on platforms like Facebook and often eBay. And you're probably somebody that does that too, aren't you? Well, let me tell you something. I'm gonna give you some free game. Stop just selling online. Now, I know it may sound crazy, but if you are somebody that is really trying to resell as a whole and not just to make fast flips, you have to understand you need a brand, you need a name, and you also need a face. And you are the face of your brand for right now because you're the person that will care about it the most. What we have done is we've been able to actually go out to flea market, and we've been able to make money selling these pods at flea markets. Now, a flea market is a place where you pay for a spot, usually $20 to $40, and then you stand or sit, create that table or that display, and you have people coming up to your table buying products. What we found was not just selling online, but also selling in person is beneficial, especially when you have products that don't have any logos on them. Now, if you are somebody out there trying to liquidate your AirPods that do have logos, you can do this too. Selling in person will get you 10% more than selling online. Less shipping, more face-to-face impulsive buys. And impulsive buy is when a customer thinks to themselves, damn, I need to have this, and they don't have enough time to think about it as far as them being able to skim and look at different prices. You are the person that has the goods in front of them, so they are more inclined to buying it from you. Now let's talk about online. The difference between an amateur and a pro is an amateur is going to try and sell it with a title and a description. A pro is going to sell it with not only the picture, but also the pricing and shipping. Pros don't just give free shipping just because. They bundle, they make the shipping costs integrate with the pricing, give free shipping to the customer when they're really paying for the shipping as well. Real pros understand profit margin. If you're selling AirPods, the reason this is the perfect time for you actually to deep dive is not because you're gonna have the cheapest or the highest price, but because you're gonna have a profit margin. We recommend a profit margin of 70% no matter what pods you are selling. Now, one, you have to get them for a good price, obviously, but you wanna be able to buy another pair to resupply your inventory per sale you make, plus you wanna walk away with profit. I have some examples. Over here, I have an example of if you are buying from our site. I am a reseller. I do this for a living. We have AirPod 4s with noise cancellation, AirPod 4s with no noise cancellation, and we also have our Gen 2 right here, anywhere between 6, 12, and 25. Let's just stick with 12. $14 per pair. The non-noise cancellation ones, $14.50. The ones with noise cancellation for $17.50. Now, this is an example of what you would do if you even get pods from somewhere else. You don't have to get them from us, but we do have warranties with all of our pods. If they are damaged, defected, the person that brought them from you can always come to us and we will replace them, and you as well, okay? We'll replace yours too. If you buy pods for $14, 70% profit margin, this means you're going to be selling them for $46.67. That means you're getting a profit of $32.67. You were to sell all 12, you will be spending a total $168. You'll be making $392.04. Let's look at the ones with no noise cancellation. They cost $14.50 each, 70% profit margin, $48.33 is what you would charge. You're making $33.83. You are going to be spending a total of $175. You're going to be making $405.96 once you sell all 12. Now, let's look at the ones that actually have noise cancellation. ANC, active noise cancellation headphone. Now, if you go ahead and you buy 12, that's $210. If we go ahead and look, that's $17.50 per. That 70% profit margin is going to make us sell them for $58.33. You'll make $40.83, which means you're walking away with $489.96 profit. The amateurs don't actually hit these numbers. They don't have these targets because they don't go by the metrics. The amateurs just close their eyes and list on eBay instead of actually actively trying to search and seek out people in person, and also make sure they are utilizing their online platforms using non-branded pods so that they can keep their storefronts up. Also, in person, building the brand. That is how you liquidate, sell, and also replenish your stocks effectively while also maintaining profit. You may be asking, how do I get started? So let me show you guys this. Now, I'm not gonna show you how to list the pods. I have a video, I'll link it at the end of this video on me breaking exactly down how you can list the pods. But I do wanna show you flea markets, right? So how do you actually do this flea market thing? So look up flea markets in your area. Flea market, I'm in Philly, right? In Philadelphia. That's all I gotta do. And then what it does is it shows me all of these flea markets. So let's say I wanna do this one right here, okay? All I gotta do is pick up my phone and all I gotta do is say 215-744-2022. I was doing this as an 18-year-old. You can do this, look.
Voice message system 2-1.
Hello, I would like to apply for your flea market. I didn't know exactly what I had to do. I sell locally at the Franklin Mills flea market, and I was interested in expanding with you guys on Sundays. Could you please give me a call? My number is, and that's all you do. You do that with every flea market. They're gonna call you back. You wanna know why? Because they want your money for that spot. You now, every weekend, hit different flea markets, see which ones work for you and which ones don't. Set up these pods, set up products, get real live money, real life money. You can do this. I make over $500 to $850 every single weekend at flea markets selling electronics. You guys can too. See, the market is saturated online for some people that are selling unauthentic reps acting as if they are, which gives us a very huge audience that trusts us because we're not selling products with any logos. If you want to learn how to sell pods or any type of electronics, subscribe. Make sure you guys hype this video. Leave any questions or any videos you want to see below building off of this, and I will make the video. I'm here to help you guys because I care about all of my hustlers, man. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video.